Yo guys, Suceedor is out. I've got judges' comments and reactions from me, and a nice video of the guys doing some gospel rendition before they go on stage. You know, when they warm up their voices. Yes, welcome back to another episode of Gingirikani with me, Mandla. Gingirikani. Thank you very much for joining me on Gingirikani. We are still doing idols. It's top 9. Just like I said, Suceedor is out. You know what? Before we talk about Suceedor, let's look at a video of these guys doing a warm-up before they go on stage. It's quite nerve-wracking out there, guys. But why are they doing her hair now? Oh, Jummah. Zama. People love Zama, guys. Why people love Zama? She's lovable. Mr. Music. B. Social distancing, yeah? Oh, Jummah. Jummah is like he's enjoying this song. You know what? It's funny that they're singing a gospel song, but it's understandable, you know, because South Africa, 80% of South Africans believe in the Christian faith. So it's not very surprising that they're singing a gospel song. And this kind of songs will help you, you know, take off your nerves, you know, release all the stress, give you a bit of confidence, and of course, warm up your voice. So yeah, you know what? I'm not here for this video. I'm actually here for the fact that these guys went on stage and sang. Only 9 guys are remaining for now, and Suceedor is out. But before Suceedor, it was Jummah. This is Loiso's song, ne? I think so. I see Jummah is performing and he's looking nice with the facial hair. It suits him. I hope he keeps it. I just want to talk about the backing vocalist. Those guys actually can sing, guys. Yo, we saw what Jummah did on stage, and then let's hear what the judges said. This is Unathi.
Now we're going to be technical, and South Africa votes for the people that they love.
That's true.
Part of the
That's true. Most of the time,
sure
the judges don't agree with the voters.
Who have left. So
It's
South
crazy.
Africa would have voted for number 9, and the person is gone. So that's the thing that Mr. A is advising you on, in that be cognizant of who's leaving, possibly, and winning those votes, because there's an extra person that South Africa would have voted for that they don't have.
Why does she sound like she's saying he didn't do well? Let's see how she wraps it up.
Having said that, majority of South Africans are women. Do you understand what you have just done for us? Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Because the song was talking about women being abused, women killing in South Africa is a scourge. It's a big problem. It's a very, very big problem. It's actually a crisis in South Africa right now. So to sing about something like that definitely will resonate with a lot of women, and hopefully he's gonna get a lot of votes from them. Som is next. Let's hear what Som thinks about Jummah.
Jummah, so far so good, so great, so fantastic, so magnificent, so effervescent, so ambiguous.
So much love.
Yes. One thing you are still doing right, I think what I've seen since the beginning of the auditions is your level of versatility.
True, very true. Jummah is versatile, and I said it here previously.
When you sing R&B, you R&B in it. When you sing Mbaqanga, you Mbaqanga in it. When you sing soul and Afro, you Afrotize it. And that is the beauty about you. Keep your eye on the prize, you're on the right track, and this performance on its own, I think it's safe enough to take you to the Jummah land, to the top, something next.
Nice one, nice job. Jummah, Jum. And next it was Bungie. Let's hear what Bungie did, how she performed tonight. How do they do title? They do like I like the colors go well with what she's wearing. Unfortunately, I actually don't have a response from Bungie's performance as per judges. Well, that's my 2 cent contribution with regard to Bungie. I'm not sure if the idols competition is a thing. You know, that's my only worry. But she can sing, she's great, everything, hundreds, but I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure. Let's see what Zano Thunder does. Those black leather jacket, is that what he's wearing?
There is a price to pay. You got a price to pay.
You know, when I see Zano Thunder singing, I'm like, this guy is confident. And apparently people are starting to dislike him because of the fact that he is very confident. I don't understand why some people are threatened by confidence. So what's wrong with him if he's confident? Is he overconfident, and what's wrong with that? You know, maybe if people were saying he's overconfident and he's jeopardizing his performance, but it's not. I feel like, I look at the guy, he's comfortable on stage, he delivers everything. So why are people complaining and say he has attitude and everything? Like, come on, guys, give the guy a chance. Like, let's be honest. I also don't have a comment from the judges as per his performance. Let's hear what B has in store for us. Quite a nice funky song, you know. I like a dress code and then those high boots. What do you call those? Is it Dr. Martens? She looks beautiful though. The skirt, the dress. Is it a skirt or dress? I like the fact that she's working on the stage and filling up the whole stage, you know. I like that. B, let's hear what the judges think about B's performance, because these guys can be very, very surprising. First up is Mr. Abrahams.
240 million views on YouTube. You simply can't go wrong. But having said that, it was a different version and you kept up. I mean, the band were really playing, was a different arrangement. You had to bring the sexiness, the coolness of the song to bear, and you did. And it's even a song that my fellow judges who were there in the 90s.
Shade. Guys, it's very hot in here. Actually, if it was my choice, I would be topless. But because of the fact that my six-pack is socially distancing itself from me, I have no choice but to cover up. I'm drinking water, guys. It's water. They
can get into it as well.
Hey, Randal can be funny sometimes there.
I felt that jab from Mr. A, but it's a song I play every single day on my radio show.
What did I say?
Guys, Unathi's hair. What's happening there? What's that on her? Okay, I'm the last person to talk about. You know what? I'm the last person to talk about her. But she looks good though. She looks great.
Gorgeous. You sounded gorgeous. Back again. Namhlanje ngidle ipilisi le.
Aibo.
Ngizoni nonke.
Ipilisi le. What's that?
B. I miss the B on my auditions, man. Khona into eshodayo B. From now on sindile, ne? Ngicela mase phambili B. Tap back to my video on my auditions, ne? There's a vocalist engiyifunayo. South Africa engayiboni man ngeband. B ngiyacela buyisa la B loya. Oh hungry, okulayo. Ungakhethi.
Actually, I actually agree with Somizi, and for me it goes to all the contestants. I felt like this week's performance for me, okay, maybe let me pack it, but I feel like there was no Zanga moment or a Hushe moment for me. But let me pack that for now.
Just because Zimnandi and it's not a million views and it's not because I'm a million views in a live band as
so
fine.
This is drama though.
Show your support for the incredible B.
It's difficult to ask the B from the auditions because it's a different kind of now she's on stage, there's cameras, there's lights, there's audience, there's everything going on in her head, and she's trying to focus. It's really difficult. For me, I'll really forgive B, but honestly speaking, it's really tough to be on the idol stage. I haven't been there, but I know it's tough. Ntokozo. Ntokozo always stands there and sing. She does not do the movements on stage. Maybe her voice is doing the rest of the work. Who knows? And she's singing Kelly Kumalo's song.
Ukwatile uKelly kule ngoma. Ukwatile uKelly. Umhlaba dala umenza up and down umcriticize wenzani. So this song is about that.
Because happiness is who she is, but she's going through hell. You know, everyone hates her, people don't like her, people say all these negative things about Kelly Kumalo. So yeah, I understand.
But we show so for me, they won't defend her for 2 seconds. We totally brief from Dhoni. We totally brief from Dhoni.
Is it too late now to say sorry?
Brandon.
Cause I'm missing more than just your body. Oh,
Is it too late now to say sorry? You know, I like this song. Yeah? This is one of my favorite songs. I really like this song. Justin Bieber. This is a nice song. Eh? Okay, what did the judges think about his performance, Brandon? Let's hear it from the judges.
Brandon, vocally, it was a beautiful performance. But remember, manje, Brandon, the stage
Yes.
just should have just put you on a table. Wow, waste space. Like, it's a cool song.
So
it's
busy
a young
though.
song. Be young, be free. You are in the top 10. You've made it. You are deserving to be in the top 10, into the top 9 now. Brandon, you have
Deserving.
Stop performing at our shows of theater week or
Yes.
or totally golden ticket or so wooden mic. Perform.
Yes. Guys, I actually once said this, that Brandon's weakness is the fact that he gets scared. Uyathuka, wachuwa, and all those guys. It's very hot in here. Kurukufisa, yo, it's too hot. It's too hot. I can't handle it. But Brandon's weakness for me is that fact that he I don't know if it's because of confidence issues, but because he has a voice, he's good looking. He's everything you would want from an idol's hopeful, you know. But then Brandon uyathuka wachuwa uyoyika ndazi uyika
I completely agree with Somizi. As I
Somizi
said to
is right.
Zano Thunder earlier, on the stage, it's a big stage.
Brandon's weakness, I've said it before, that he's always nervous, he's scared. If he can fix that, he can even win this year's competition. But because of those nerves, he's got nerves for days, so that always has a negative impact in his performance. So, and Yazi, Haibo, Dhoni. Let me start this one. Dhoni, the dress, wow. Dizele wena. Very sensual, very sexy Dhoni. Very good song. I love the way she delivered it. Very good, great delivery. Actually, maybe she's the performer of the night for me, Dhoni. I like Dhoni this week. I feel like she actually brought her A game. But let's hear what the judges think about her performance. But because you know these guys are Mr. Abrahams.
Dhoni, I thought it was a good performance. I like the fact that you danced a bit.
I like Randal's shirt.
Memorable. My only advice is just work a little bit harder on your mic technique. You've got a deep voice, and it works in certain parts of the song.
You know what? I feel like these guys, they need some headphones there so that they can listen, because we heard everything. I felt like Dhoni was okay. She was flawless. So I don't know what Randal is talking about there. Mic technique for who? We heard everything. I felt like Dhoni performed for me.
But in other parts of the song, I think you must just kind of smile a bit more when you sing some of the notes. It will change the essence of the performance.
Okay, Randal is right about her smiling, yes, but Dhoni did her best.
Dhoni, in my opinion, this is this has been your best performance this entire season. I think you were enchanting. You were
See what I
absolutely
mean?
believable. And should I ever get
Unathi
married
is
ever
right.
again, Bangti and Dom Food, I would love you to come and perform this exact song.
Dhoni, that was whimsical. It was ethereal.
Somizi. Oh, so short. Give it up for Dhoni, but Prophet guy is good. Right, who's up next before we get out of here, because we've been sitting on this chair for the whole day. I actually like the fact that Zama chose an up-tempo song. She's vibing. I like it. I really like the song. Okay, what did you guys think?
Zama, you showed versatility in a song that we never expected you to sing. So now you can
True.
drop a 16-bar on some freestyle, on some what, on some you're incredible.
You
on
know,
some, oh my
you know
God.
me.
You inspired so many of us. Congratulations, you deserve to be here. Put a smile
Nice
on your
one.
face. Don't read Twitter. Those people don't know what they're talking about.
Zama, you must change your name. Your name shouldn't be Zama. Your name should be Yenza. Awuzami uya Yenza.
Oh.
Listen, even Zandile Dlamini, the singer, you know the singer Zandile Ngiti? Okay, that's Doja Cat. Her name is Zandile Dlamini.
Oh, she didn't know the singer. So easy though, putting a poor child on the spot. Aye, that's not fair. No, she probably forgot.
You did it. I'm a fan. I'm going to buy your album. When you release an album, I'm going to buy it very much. I'm a fan.
And how completely different from singing a Sam Cooke soul song. Now, to be able to pull that off, you've got to be a really good performer, a really versatile performer, and absolutely deserving of being here. But I want
Versatility is key. Mr. Abrams.
to say, in terms of how you look and your youthfulness, the energy that you brought to this song is completely different to the energy that you brought to, again, to A Change Is Gonna Come, which is going to work in your favor, because at some stage you have to perform more than one song.
Yes.
And people are not necessarily going to just want to see someone sing one kind of song. They're going to want to fall in love with someone who they can tell their friends, did you hear us sing that serious song?
Guys, what happened to Randal? He's so nice this season, eh? He's very
Then
nice.
Next week they can say, wow, I was dancing. As Sister Unathi said earlier,
The
it's the
science of the
competition.
competition. I don't know about that. Guys, and last but not least, so it was the last two guys remaining, not knowing who is going home, and Pro had to dim the light.
In the top 9, all thanks to you. This will be hard, but Mzansi, your votes have decided. Lights and music, please. Good luck to the both of you. Two very strong singers on stage. But which one received enough of your support? After the nationwide vote,
Guys, this is scary. You can see Mr. Music is praying there.
Sing Again Tonight is...
Guys, this is scary. This is bad.
Mr. Music!
Mr. Music doesn't even know what to do with himself.
Mr. Music, congratulations, my man. You are safe and in the top.
I wonder what's going through his mind, Suceedor Shame, because he's a great vocalist. He can sing. I wonder what happened with the voting, guys.
An incredible talent, very entertaining, very stylish, and certainly very memorable. And we hope to see you again in the future. Please give Suceedor a massive round of applause. All the very best.
No, bye-bye, Suceedor.
Mr. Music,
Please come back next year.
waiting till the end is not nice. but how do you feel? Absolutely understood. Give him a supportive round of applause.
Mr. Music want to cry now. Okay, let's see what he's got in store for us before we get out of here. Mr. Music on stage. And Mr. Music likes singing South African songs, eh? That thing is very good to garner you some votes. This guy singing is just effortless. Ah, Mr. Music, I thought you were gonna like at least give us something, you know, like he didn't dance that much. Playing it too safe, Mr. Music, but hey, let's see what the judges think about your performance. They love it.
Mr. Music, Mr. Music.
Mr. Music.
Your package and framing,
So
Mr. Music, congratulations once again. Remember that you didn't mean what you had the least votes. Remember that. You are affected kind. You engage with the audience, both here and at home. You are enjoying.
Yo, I understand that he may have not received the least votes, but why did he have to go through that? That thing is nerve-wracking.
There's something beautiful about your voice, and your voice is distinctive. Like, thank you. You as an artist, you must have that voice too.
So
Mr. Music. That's what I love about you. And
that is true. He sounds like himself. He doesn't sound like someone else. Which is, you know what? Let's see what Mr. Abrams thinks about.
It comes across, it'll jump off the screen, and I think people are going to like you. Some of the other performers tonight really let themselves down, and considering that you were standing there waiting to hear the outcome, and then were able to give such a great fun performance, I mean,
but it's stressful.
That's very commendable. I just want to say well done, and again, I think that for one or two of the other performers, if they're still here next week, they have to think very carefully about how they engage.
I actually agree with what Randal is saying. Engaging fully will be maybe sing to the camera, you know, and look at the audience, and then just perform on stage, enjoy yourself on stage, you know, just dictate the stage. Yes, guys, that's all I have for you. It's sad that Suceedor is gone, you know. What do you think? Do you think he deserves to go? But it's just unfortunate because Suceedor could be in the top 5, but because the competition is tight and the voters, they vote according to who they like, you know. So it's quite bizarre, and I understand why you would have contestants that will come to the show and then go out and make it on their own without the competition or without winning the competition, because it's the tough competition, only one winner. So yeah, that's all I had for you guys today. Until we meet again in the next upload. I'm thirsty to Tora. Salute. Mengatiti mate.